Hello everyone, Parallel here, and welcome to Star Trek Online. Well, a new event just started up in Star Trek Online called Into the Breach. So I thought I would go ahead and make a video here and do a little overview of the event itself, take a look at the rewards, and then finally actually run the mission and see how it goes. And maybe give a couple tips. Alright, so let's take a look here. So the event itself is Into the Breach. Why don't we read it here? It runs through from March 3rd through March 24th, so it only runs for about 3 weeks. And you will need to, as per the usual type event, you will have to run the mission 14 times in order to actually get the final reward. So you better start quick if you haven't started yet. You only have a few days where you can miss and still be able to get it all within the allotted time. Alright, so let's see. Let's just read the event here. Assault the Voth city ship and enter the breach. Join with a team of 5 players to assault the Voth city ship, which is very cool. Love those ships. To join this event, open the PvE queue. Yeah, blah blah blah, we all know that. This event is for 50 to 60 characters. Okay, you gotta be level 50. And you can do this mission once per day for 14 to collect the, Voth operative transmissions. You have to collect 14 of them, and you get a special reward, which is actually nice. You get the 50,000 dill, 500 fleet marks, 250 marks of your choice, and the big thing, the reason why you would want to do this, is the Admiralty hero ship, the V.S.S. Tanius? Tanius? Yeah. And that's really cool. It is going to be an epic level Admiralty card. On their website, they did give the stats on it. It's an engineering ship with pretty well balanced stats. It is a Voth cruiser looking ship, and it actually has a really cool special ability, which I'll just read it off here from the website. It's plus 50 to all stats when alone. That's pretty amazing. So this ship is like, you could plop this into a mission all by itself, and it can get to like 90 plus engineering and over 100 engineering and over 90 plus science. So it'd be a really good ship for just running, slotting into a mission all on its own and having a really good chance of success, even a pretty high requirement mission. So definitely worth a try there, though, although I've been hearing that, I don't know if this is an account unlock or not. I believe I've been hearing it's not account unlocked, which is a major, major bummer. I'm hoping maybe Cryptic will change that, cross our fingers, because there's no way I can run this on all my alts, so I'm just going to do it on a couple characters and go from there. Alright, so the actual, let's take a look at the project here. So if you go in your reputation tab, events, I think I already have it queued here. Yep, I have it slotted up. So you can see here are the rewards from the project. Does it actually show the... No, it doesn't give the stats on the ship, but you can see that's what you get. Pretty well worth it. And these are the rewards here, these Voth operative transmissions. You get one of these each day, and you need 14 of them. Alright, so that's pretty much how the event works. Now, here's the thing. I would like to actually run this mission, and I've run it a few times now, so I can give a few tips to help complete some of the optionals. But the truth is, up until this event, I had never run the breach. This is actually an old queue that Cryptic had taken offline for whatever reason, I guess to revamp it. And they just brought it back now for this event. And it's actually a very cool mission. So once we hop in here, I will, I'll give go through what the actual mission entails and discuss each section of it. And but it is actually a pretty neat little mission. I definitely recommend getting in here to check it out. It is quite fun. All right, so just before I hop in, I'll just quickly show you what I'll be going with here. I'm on my Romulan tactical character. I will be using the Flambard, which is the science version of the basically Scimitar Dreadnought, the Tier 6 Scimitars flagships. This is the science variant, so you can see here what I'll be going with. Dual beams. I do have a crystalline entity torpedo in here. I'm using the Iconian 4-piece, omnidirectionals in the back, and stacking up with lots of plasma explosion embassy consoles. I do have a Valdor console here, plasmonic leech assimilated module, and I'm also using the temporal disentanglement suite and 3 tactical vulnerability locators, the Spire consoles with plus AP. And I am also using a Romulan drone ship, just the advanced version. I don't have the elite because I don't have enough fleet credits to get it. Just real quick, I'll scroll through my skills. You can see it's just a pretty standard all-around skill build. My specs, I'm maxed out intelligence and pilot. You can quickly just see what traits I'm running. I am running all hands on deck, emergency weapon cycle, reciprocity, invincible, and then the new trait, supercharged weapons, because I am running a torpedo on there that helps out with that. You can see here my bridge officer stations, what I'm running. Nothing too special. I do like to have I got 2 beam fire at wills in there. And yeah, tip number 1, beam fire at will. You want it on this mission. So definitely you're gonna want that. And that's pretty much it. I am using a Drake build, so you will see in my DOFs here, I am, I guess I need to go into active. Yeah, there we go. I'm running 3 damage control engineers to keep up my emergency powered weapons and shields going permanently, an agent in a role, and then a con officer for the TAC team buff. All right, let's hop in and check this out. That didn't mean to do that either. Okay, here we go. So here it is. It's in the featured area of the PvE queues. I will just be running the normal version for now. I haven't run it quite enough yet to feel confident to do the higher difficulties, but I believe there is a advanced and elite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, advanced and elite. So there is an elite version for those of you who are brave. That is available, and you do get the elite R&D material and then 2 Voth cybernetic implants. Advanced, you get the 1, and then you get just the advanced Q R&D package with it looks like the material, the rare material, or the very rare material, is Tellurium K. All right, so let's queue up. The queue is very popular right now, so you should have no problem getting in very quickly. And there we go. But yes, this mission is a lot of fun. It's been quite pleasant to do. It's very different from a lot of the other PvE queues out there. Especially the first part, which is really fun. So you can see it gives you a little overview of the mission here. And so as you can see here, you are required to maneuver straight down this trench and skim the surface to this point. The target is a small thermal exhaust port just below the main port. Sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to mix my franchises there, but as you can see, when I'm running this mission has a very striking resemblance to a certain other sci-fi franchise out there. All right. So let's get into it here. Like I said, tip number 1, you're going to want beams and you're going to want beam fire at will. That is the key thing here for this first part of the mission. Let's get a pet out here. Let's cloak up. And let's get full impulse going. There is a little timer, countdown timer for people to read the briefing. But basically, this is the trench right here. You're going to want to fly right down in here. And when you do, it's really cool. You get sort of a full impulse boost when you're down here. As you can see, it speeds you up. Gives you a full impulse boost even when you're firing, which is really awesome. This is very, very unique to this mission. And you can just have a blast, just like going crazy and taking out all of these turret hard points. And that's basically what you have to do. You have to take out all these turret hard points. And you come up to these, there's a couple, as you're going through the trench, you need to get through a couple of these kind of control nodes or something. Ooh, this guy's in a pilot ship. And yeah, pilot ships are fantastic for this. That would be really fun in a pilot ship. Any kind of maneuverable, like an escort, would probably be great for this. Even for escorts, though, I'd still recommend using beams, just because, as you can see, fire at will is great for this. And you can just take everything turret hard points just go down like butter. You do have to avoid the little plasma geysers coming out there. They are, they do actually damage your ship. They're not too much of a threat, but they're just something to avoid if you don't want to take any hull damage. Alright, so then as soon as you get away from those control modules, you do get back into your full impulse mode, and here it is. This mission is so fun. This is so awesome. I can see why so many people were complaining when they took this out. Because I had never run this mission before. So once you do get to the end of the trench, you do want to head over, make a U-turn and head down kind of on the outer ring of the ship. And there's a bunch more turret hard points out here. Keep your fire at will going and take them all out and have fun maneuvering all around. This is awesome. It's just like a strafing run. It's pretty cool. As you can see, as you're taking out all these hard points over here in the actual mission area, you can see it's giving you contribution towards the actual completion. Once that gets to 100%, basically, you can it will prompt you to teleport to the next area. There we go. Just got to 100%. It says rally at breach site. So let's do that. So here we are at the breach site. Again, you're going to want to beam fire at will here too. There's a lot of hard points to take out. Boom, so there we go. I guess that's the breach, huh? So here we go, we head into the Voth city ship. And so here's the next thing here. So as you're going through the ship, you kind of enter, oh my gosh. There's one of the Iconian ships in here. That thing's huge. But as you enter this room here, what you're going to want to do is head right to the back. And you can see there's actually allied ships here that you're going to want to save. Oh crap, something hit me here. And it doesn't have much structure left. I'm going to try to see if I can get to it. So you can actually get here. Did I get it? You can get there in time, and you can actually save the ship. The prompt will come up to save the ship. Even if you're getting fired upon, you can still save the ship. So I recommend heading straight over there before trying to take out all these off. And then you can see there's also 2 more ships over here. So there's 3 total ships in this room. These 2 don't seem to be in quite as much peril as that first one that I showed you. You want to get to that one first. I'm assuming particularly on advanced, you really want to cloak up and get over there as quick as possible before actually taking out as well. While you're there, you can also activate the hangar doors, because you do have to activate 4 of the hangar doors, in addition to saving the 3 captured ships. Oh, did I not save that? I don't think I saved that one. It says it's only 2. Bummer. Yeah, if I hadn't gotten hit by something debuffed me and put that slow on me, I couldn't make it over there in time. Which is kind of weird because I was cloaked, but I've been able to do it, especially on a cloaked ship. If you just fly straight over there, you can usually do it in time. Alright, so once you take out all the ships in this room and close all the hangars, you do want to come over here and open up this little force field there, and then that opens up the path to the next room. So again, in the next room, you're going to have 3 allied ships that you're going to want to save, and that helps with your optional. The more optionals you complete, the more marks you get at the end, so it's always good to do that. Now in this room, there's always a ship right down here, right when you enter. Someone usually goes to get that. I definitely recommend you fan out from your team. Here's another one over there, and then finally there's one over here. Right over there. This is what I'm going to go save, I guess. Now, another thing to be careful of in this room is these little turrets kind of all around the room. They're like little tractor beams. They're very annoying, where they will push you around like that one just did for me. So yeah, they'll push you all around. It makes it really annoying. Sometimes makes it a little bit hard to save the ships. So definitely want to take those out. That just put me in combat, but he's not in too much. Doesn't seem to be too close to death, so it's not too bad, alright? So some rescue team. And that's all you need to do. You can do it while you're under fire, which is really great. I always hate those objectives where if one tiny stray phaser scratches your ship, you immediately stop. You immediately stop what you were doing, and you can't finish, you know, activating the item or whatever it is. It seems like there are some missions like that are particularly annoying, but in this case, you don't have to worry about it. So once you save the 3 ships and kill all the Voth, you want to come over here to the Citadel Dreadnought. And of course this thing always likes to go invulnerable right at the beginning, but once the invulnerability drops, go ahead and buff up and unload on this sucker. This thing has a ton of shields even in normal, so I recommend if you have Intelligence Fleet, it's good for the shield pen there. And that really hurt. This thing does hurt, and it does hit your hull. You can see I just got off a GDF there at really low health, and luckily I'm running invincible too, so. And there you go, boom. I always love how those Citadel ships explode. They break up into huge old chunks. That's very cool. But that was close. You gotta see, is that a Voth? I would not want to be flying a Voth through here. That thing barely even fits. That's hilarious. I mean, I thought scimitars were a pain to maneuver, but that thing would be terrible. Alright, so then you come into the next room, and again, there are 3 ships. There's one ship over here to the right when you come in, there's one there, and then there's one over here to the left. And it looks like a pretty good team. Everyone's fanned out to them. Let's decloak. I always like to wait for a little bit, because, you know, Voth ships like to go invulnerable, and if you unload at them right away, they don't always, you know, you're going to waste all of your cooldowns while they're completely recovered. And they like to put gravity wells on you, and Tychon's rifts, and all that kind of stuff. Looks like they might be having trouble with this one here. If you can still see the health bar, that means that that one has not been saved yet. Remember, you can save the ship before you kill the Voth, so I recommend doing that right away. Just get right up there, save the ship. Particularly on advanced, you're going to want to get in there fast and save those fast. Okay, so once you save the ships and kill the Voth, so the next part of this room is kind of a, I guess it's a little bit of a puzzle, a little bit of randomness to it, but you have to open up these power cores and take them out. Now, sometimes when you open one, see, and then they close back up when you kill the core. Don't get caught in there, it will destroy your ship immediately. But sometimes when you, it's a little bit of randomness in here. You can actually see there's 3 of these cores. See how it says sub-power core question mark? Someone destroyed it, now it's going to put a debuff on us. Yep, there you go. Because that's not the real core. So if you use your science team, you can actually get rid of that debuff that it gives you. But that's the randomness. Sometimes when you open one of these, it's not the real core. So if you see if it says power core question mark, don't destroy it. It's not the real core, and it'll put that debuff on you. Which means you've got to go over to one of these other 2. So there's one in that side of the room, and then there's one in this side of the room. This is another power core question mark, so they must have gotten it over there. No, someone destroyed it, so again, I put the debuff on me. You can cleanse it with your science team. So they must have gotten the real one over there. I'm not going to fly all the way back over there. But so this room, yeah, just has that little bit of randomness. You've got to open these up 3 different times, and it's in a random position each time, I think. I haven't found kind of a rhyme or reason to it, but although I guess typically it doesn't seem to be in the same place twice, although I don't even know if that's a hard and fast rule or not. But yeah, just avoid destroying the one that says core question mark, and then you won't get that debuff. And then the final room here is the actual power core. So now this thing is pretty cool. Now this thing, as you can see, it has these rotating beams around it, and you can see when the beam is between me and the shield, I guess, is between me and the center, it does make it immune to damage. So, okay, now that I'm now in range, and there's nothing in front of me, I'm going to unload here with all my buffs. Tag team on, kind of in peace. Now what you can do is if you're in a nice maneuverable ship, you can kind of fly around and follow along with the rotation of the shield. And there we go. This thing also has a very cool explosion. Something like fragments of it fly all over the place. That's really cool. But there you go. That's the last room. All you gotta do now is escape. And how you do that, just kind of follow the arrows here. It actually gives you your way out. I'm going to cloak up because this is a scimitar. There's a little bit of maneuverability. And there you go. Gotta get out of here before it blows. And we're back out through the breach. So there you go, everyone. Once you're out, and you're here with your team, everyone makes it out, and that's it. So that is a lot of fun. I really enjoy this this mission. I'm kind of curious as what the old breach used to be like. Because this one is actually a lot of fun. Really, really enjoyable. I like going, just the whole trench run part at the beginning is really sweet. I mean, that could be, I could see that being really amazingly fun, like in a pilot ship like this guy. That's perfect for this mission. But even the rest of the mission is pretty fun. I guess my only complaint is that it's maybe slightly on the long side. I mean, it's about 15, a little under 15 minutes, I would say. So just a tiny, tiny bit on the long side. Probably if they got rid of one of those rooms on the interior, maybe just got rid of one of them, that would be like the perfect length. But otherwise, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've grinded this mission for a few days now on this character and a few alts, and it's still pretty fun. I'm still enjoying it, so it at least has some longevity. I'm sure after 14 days, I might be singing a slightly different tune, but for now, it's still enjoyable. So yeah, so just a quick recap of the few tips. It's a pretty easy mission, honestly. You don't really need to, follow all of these tips. Probably more on advanced or elite, just to make sure you get the optionals. It'll help a lot. So, first tip, bring beams. Beam arrays even better than dual beam banks. I'm using dual beam banks. I mean, they work fine. I have omnidirectionals in the back, so those are still going to be hitting everything, but beam arrays have a nice wider arc, so they'll be taking out a lot more of those turrets and hard points when you're doing the trench run in the beginning. And the other tips are, when you enter each room on the interior of the ship, always kind of fan out and go immediately to the allied ships and save them before you really engage in combat. And if you can cloak up and get there, stay in full impulse, cloak up and get there quick, that's even better. When you save one of the ships, when the prompt comes up, you can be in combat and you'll still be able to rescue them. It will break your cloak, but you will be able to rescue them, and that's the important thing. That will get you those optionals. Yeah. So each room has 3. Fan out and save them, and then do the rest of, kill the rest of the Voth in the room. Not a big deal. In the third room with the 3 power cores, I guess the only tip there is when you open up the pylons and the cores in the middle, don't destroy the core, the one that says core question mark, because that's a decoy and that'll put a debuff on your ship and everyone on your team. Just avoid that one if it has the question mark. You don't need to destroy it. Just keep searching the other, opening up the other pylons to see if the actual real core is in there. And then finally the core at the end. Again, pretty easy. Just have to maneuver around to make sure you are properly positioned to actually hit the core and you're not getting blocked by the shields. I have actually been teleported around by that core. I don't know if it has some other weird abilities that it does to you. It does do damage to you, as it's putting those beams out that go everywhere, those electricity beams. But yeah, but otherwise it's pretty easy. And after that, you just escape out and you're all good to go. So a lot of fun, a good high octane mission. Lots of fun piloting and maneuverability is required to get through the trenches and maneuver around in the rooms. I was actually quite amused that there was a Voth in that run going through the tunnels. It was almost as big as the tunnel inside the Voth city ship. So that was cool. I wouldn't recommend taking a Voth, but hey, that guy made it work pretty well. So you could really take anything to this if you want to. But yeah, that's it. You get, as your reward, you get these Voth operative transmissions. Just do that once a day for 14 days, and you will have yourself a reward. You will have that. You will have the hero Voth ship. It's an engineering Admiralty card, hero Admiralty card, and it has amazing stats and a really good ability. So, well worth the time. All right, everyone, I guess that is it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope some of these tips you'll find helpful. And yeah, good luck out there. Hope you enjoyed the event. That's all for now. Bye.